Welcome to the LSE Methodology Institute SPSS tutorial series, sponsored by the LSE Annual Fund. In this video, we'll show you how to select cases from a dataset.
So in SPSS, to select a subset of your cases in your sample, what you do is first go up to Data, and then click on Select Cases. And what you see is a series of options that SPSS gives you. The default option is all cases, in which none of the cases are excluded. However, there are a series of options that you can use to exclude cases. The first is if a certain condition is satisfied. Secondly, you can select a random sample of cases. And finally, you can select a range of cases, series of values. So what we'll do is just slowly go through each one of these examples. So first, if you click on if a certain condition is satisfied, you see that if is then highlighted, and then you click on that. And let's say we're interested in only including cases where our respondents are less than or equal to the age of 30 years. What we would do is we would type age is less than or equal to 30, and then click on continue, and then click on OK. And then what you'll notice is that on the left side, where you have the number of the cases, that some of them are crossed out and some of them are not crossed out. The ones that are crossed out indicate that these cases have been excluded, and the ones that aren't indicates the ones that are included. So if we scroll over, what we see is that, for example, case number 1 has been excluded and the respondent is 41 years of age. However, case number 3 has been included and the age of the respondent is 26. So SPSS goes through each of the cases, finds the one that satisfies our conditions, and keeps the ones that do and excludes the ones that don't. So let's go back to that menu for data selection again. So data, and then go to select cases again. So now if we wanted to select a random sample of cases, what we would do is we would click on the second option, random sample of cases, and then the sample button is highlighted and you click on that, and we have two options. So we can select a percentage of cases to keep, or alternatively we can select a number of cases to keep. So let's say we wanted to keep approximately 20% of the cases. What we would do is we would type in 20 in this box here, and then click on continue, and then click on OK. And what we see again is a series of cases that have been excluded and then some that have been included. And if you ran any of your analyses, what you would find is about 20% of your cases have been kept. So let's go back again to data and select cases, and then go back to this second option of random sample of cases. And instead of picking approximately 20% of the cases, let's say that we wanted to pick exactly 20 of the first 200 cases. So we have 200 cases in our whole sample. And then we click on continue, and we click on OK. And again, we see a similar thing where some of the cases have been excluded and some of them included. The final option for selecting cases is that we put data, select cases, and then click on this third option, in which we can choose a time or case range. And let's say we want to choose the first 20 cases. So we would pick the first case being 1, the last case being 20, clicking continue, clicking OK. And what we can see is that these cases are being included. So we scroll down 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, up to 20, and then from 21 onwards, the cases have been excluded. So we've just given you a really quick introduction to how to select cases and gone through examples of the 3 options of doing so in SPSS. So that's all for now. Goodbye.